What's good, YouTube? Nah. What's good, YouTube? Nah, actually, I won't use that. Hey everyone, I'm going to be making a video today explaining my conversion process.
Hello everybody.
Why you? Hi everyone, I'm going to be talking about my conversion process today from our lovely Meepo board onto an even lovelier Loaded Vanguard deck. Now, the Meepo is a very cheap board from China. It's got great performance for its price point, but this is not a review. It's got nice hub motors, but the urethane is a little thin compared to a regular longboard wheel, and the whole thing will need to be replaced once that wears out. Okay, so this was $260 US plus 180 shipping down to little old New Zealand. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. Now, the main detractor of the Meepo board is the deck. It's too convex. Let me show you. Also bends down. Okay, now it's not very flexy, and most people who've ridden Meepo describes it as like riding on a metal pipe, and that's, yeah, it doesn't make for a very safe ride. But you know, Meepo has provided 2 extra foam pads, so this gives us the option of changing the deck. So you can choose pretty much any deck you want, as long as you give enough clearance to the electronics underneath. You just don't want them scraping and getting damaged, essentially. I personally am used to riding a Evolve Bamboo GT, which has a little bit of flex and has a nice concave top for your feet. And so I chose the Loaded Flex 3 Vanguard. Now this is also the same board, if you didn't know, that is used on the boosted boards. So let's get right into it. So, step 1, you have to disassemble the Meepo board. Very simple. Take off all of the screws and remove both trucks and the battery and ESC compartments. Now you want to be careful removing the cables in the back where the motor hubs come in, as they are glued down. You don't really want to tear them off. Okay. As soon as you remove the battery compartment, you want to unplug the power cable, just so you don't accidentally fry anything. After everything's removed, I just double checked to make sure that everything's still working. Good, I haven't fucked it up. Step 2, you want to strip off as much of the old foam as you can from the board, because that'd be very helpful in making your new board as waterproof as possible. Okay. So step 3, you need to remove the power cable from the board. You can push that through each of these holes. It is filled with black sealant, so you need to give it a good shove. You won't need to cut the cable or resolder anything, because it should just fit. Now on the other side, you'll have to unfortunately cut the grip tape to remove the cable. Now, I didn't want to ruin the loaded board and its clear grip tape, so I decided not to drill holes in it. My cable management is going to be very basic, and it's just hidden underneath. Step 4, you'll have to mock up the components onto your new deck, however you want to put it. You should install both the front and the rear trucks so that you know exactly how much length you have between the ESC compartment and the hub motors themselves. And I flipped the battery compartment around just for a better fit, given the shape of the loaded deck. You're welcome to do whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. Now, the easiest way is to use the compartments themselves to mark out where you want them, and then use a pencil to mark out the points where you want to drill the holes. Then drill your holes through the board from the bottom side. Now try not to drill them perpendicular to the board surface, but try and drill them vertical so that your screws don't end up pointing in odd directions once they come through the top side. Next you should stick the foam padding down, and then you will start installing. As you begin to install the components, be sure to use extra foam that you got from the original Meepo, and put extra bits, especially on the sides for this deck, just so that you do not have any gaps and it keeps your compartments more waterproof. The extra foam should give your power cable enough room to just be squished underneath the compartments, but I cut small grooves in the plastic just so they fit better. Step 6, for a cleaner look, I covered the area between the compartments with patterned vinyl. This is just to prevent you accidentally pulling on the cables. You can use whatever color you like. The last optional step, the remote is actually quite good. It's got good travel and fits in the hand pretty comfortably. Only 2 complaints: it rattles and the reverse button protrudes out. So all you need to do is open up the case and shorten the reverse button by about 1/2 centimeter, and then put a little extra foam inside just to stop the rattle. Now it's perfect. Alrighty, hopefully you've ended up with a board you like riding on a comfortable deck of your choosing. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe if you want to. If you have any questions about my builds, definitely just write it in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Ciao.